Welcome back to Mom Survival. In today's video, I am going to be discussing what is happening this afternoon, which is an emergency alert being sent out to every TV, radio, and phone in our country or in our country's jurisdiction. An emergency alert test will sound October 4th on all U.S. cell phones, TVs, and radios. Here's what to expect. Your electronic devices may alarm you on Wednesday afternoon, but there's a reason for that. A nationwide test of the Federal Emergency Alert System will be broadcast at approximately 2:20 p.m. EDT to cell phones, televisions, and radios across the United States. Most Americans with wireless cellular devices will receive an emergency alert message on their phones, as will most whose televisions or radios are on when the test occurs. This is something that President Biden has signed off on and has stated that it is not optional. So if your phone or your TV is on, it is going to come across loudly on your phone. What is an emergency alert? The Federal Emergency Management Agency will conduct Wednesday's test in coordination with the Federal Communications Commission. Emergency alert messages that make up the test are divided into two groups: the emergency alert system for the radios and televisions, and the wireless emergency alerts for wireless phones, although both are scheduled to happen at once. I want to stop here because the article is about to address a point I wanted to make. This isn't something that's new. A lot of preppers are freaking out about this. A lot of people are trying to say it's going to, something's going to happen or it's something else. Obviously, we don't know that for sure, but I just wanted to point out that this is not the first time our government has done something like this. The article is about to explain the other times that they have done this. Wednesday will mark the 7th nationwide test of emergency alert systems. 6 previous tests were conducted over the years between November of 2011 and August of 2021. This will be the 3rd nationwide test of wireless alerts and the 2nd nationwide test transmitted to all cell phones, FEMA said in a statement. We know that they are effective systems, Trainer told CBS News. Like any system, there are strengths and weaknesses. How many characters you can use, how much you can transmit, how fast you can get it out. Every system has limits, and that's why we tell people when we are giving advice about building warning systems, you don't ever want to rely on just one thing. I think we as people who are preparing for emergency situations understand that, right? I think it's Pinball Preparedness. I watch him a lot, and he always says, 1 is none and 2 is 1. You always want to have a backup plan, and relying on the government to relay you information and to get you to safe places and to be prepared for you is probably not even counting as having one thing, just saying. The idea is that all of these systems are trying to work together to get information out in as many ways as possible to the right people, Trainer told CBS News, so the folks have the information to make good choices about the risks around them. Trainer noted that research into wireless alerts like text show they tend to be very good at getting people's attention. On top of it, it really makes you wonder why we're doing this test now when we just had this whole fire situation in Hawaii and no text alert was sent out then. It really makes you think, what's the motive behind this? Why wasn't it sent out then? So many people passed away because they just didn't have the information on where to go or what roads were safe or how to get out. And so it really angers me that if we have this technology, why was it not used? Going back to the point I just made, especially when it comes to emergencies like the weather, like flooding, that you can have other sources to kind of watch or to hear from. Make sure you're not just relying on this government text message to send it to you. Make sure that you are doing your own research. And I think that goes for anything that you could be prepared for, because obviously this system does fail and the people who run it don't always choose to use it. How long is the wireless emergency alert test? Cell towers will broadcast the emergency alert test for 30 minutes, starting at approximately 2:20 p.m. EDT on Wednesday, but each cell phone should only receive it once. During the half-hour, wireless phones that are turned on, not in airplane mode, and compatible with the alert should receive a test message as long as they are located within a certain range of an active cell tower and their wireless provider participates, FEMA said. All major wireless providers participate in FEMA's wireless alert system. Some older devices may not be compatible. FEMA notes that if you're on a cell phone at the time of the alert, the message and tone will be delayed until you hang up. not like if you have like a meeting going on, or if you're like me who has a son who naps during this time and a very loud noise would wake him up. Just know that unless you have your phone on airplane mode or off, same with your TV, you're gonna get this alert and there's no stopping it. So just keep that in mind and don't be caught off guard, and just make sure you plan for, you know, around this time to have your device either on airplane mode or off. How will the tests work for TVs and radios? The emergency alert system test is scheduled to launch at the same time as the wireless portion, but will only last for 1 minute. When it launches, the test will interrupt regular television and radio programming, regardless of which channel you're watching or which station you're tuned into, to broadcast a message that says this is a nationwide test of the emergency alert system issued by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, covering the United States from 1420 to 1450 hours ET. This is only a test. No action is required by the public. Why is the alert system being tested? Since 2015, FEMA has been required under federal law to test the integrated public alert and warning systems at least once every 3 years. And those tests can involve the emergency alert system, wireless alert system, and other alerts and warnings. I don't really want to get too much into this, but I just don't understand like the situation in Hawaii or the situation in Ohio with the derailment. Why, if it's required to test it every 3 years, why is it not a law that you have to send out an alert? It doesn't matter your opinion. It doesn't matter if you're not trying to cause panic. It doesn't matter. If something is going on, why is it not required that this alert has to be sent out regardless of the political opinion of whatever party is in charge? I'm just saying, like, I feel like that should be a law, and that should also be required, because lives were lost because this wasn't sent out. So what is the point of having the system if it's only sent out in certain circumstances? I'm gonna get off my soapbox though. So now to the main reason why I'm making this video, because as being prepared, I like to get information out to you guys, and it is being said that because of the 5G on our phones, this can actually send out like very high powered surges of energy and could essentially be harmful. There could be, some people are saying there could be radiation coming off of it. There could even be an EMP that happens. I don't know the validity of that. It's just what I'm hearing through the grapevine and some of the groups that I'm in, and also some of the other preparedness channels that I follow. So obviously I wanted to make this video just to let you know this is what they're saying. Intel report. Pertaining to the nationwide test tomorrow at 2:20 p.m., tests will last 30 minutes until 2:50 p.m. So secure your 5G devices from 1:50 until 3 p.m. If the nationwide 5G device test omits more radiation than normal, according to the FCC and FEMA, then we need to treat it as an EMP. Tomorrow at 1:50 to 13:50, make sure your devices are in a microwave, EMP-proof bag, Faraday bags, improvised Faraday cages. Former ex-CIA officer advises to leave your devices off for 4 hours after 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. before you turn anything back on. Again, I'm not saying this is factual. I can't find anything on the internet, nor do I think the government would tell us if this was actually the case. I'm just letting you know this is the information that I'm receiving from other preparedness people in my area and also online. And just wanted to give you that option of, if you are fearful of your phone exploding or for radiation or whatever, this could be, if it is a high voltage, whatever that they're sending out, to prepare accordingly. I don't want this to be a fear mongering video. I don't want there to be panic. I don't want you to take me saying that this is what's actually happening, because I don't know. Again, just relaying the information, letting you know this is what I'm hearing, and you can make the best decision for your family. All right, so if this doesn't happen and nothing, it's a big nothing burger, which it probably is, I will catch you all later this week in another video. Stay safe out there, stay prepared, and I will catch you all later. Bye.